You're welcome to, but we just stay right here. They were talking now.
We're gonna go ahead and just refuse service. There's no reason. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. I will go ahead and I'll take that. If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really appreciate it.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason for kicking us out of the store. We're just shopping here. What is your reason?
To be quite completely honest with you, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So are you gonna kick everyone else out of the store too?
It's funny.
If we have the right to refuse service to anybody, so I'm having the right to refuse service to you guys. I don't have to have a reason. So that is my reason. So I'm just asking you guys to please leave the store today.
It's ridiculous. It's really happening.
So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said that at all.
That's what he said. That we're repeat shoplifters here.
We've seen you in here before. I didn't say
I have not been in here.
So
I haven't been here
I don't even know the last time
to be honest with you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Do you have like a picture? Because
Show
it's
us.
not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to
Okay.
please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys.
Let's go.
If you guys, hold on. If you guys want, I'll talk to you guys outside.
How are we getting violent?
Violent. It's crazy. I can't believe this is actually happening to them.
This situation with H&M is really disturbing. Two black women went to shop at the H&M store in the US, and instead of being given a service, they were disrespected and kicked out of the store. A white store manager looked at them straight in their faces and she said, "I'm denying you service. Get out of my store," without giving them any reason why she was kicking them out of the store. After that, the video went viral on TikTok and a lot of people are reacting on it. And a lot of them are suggesting boycotting H&M, just like what they did with Walmart and Target when those two companies show that they don't vary black buyers.
Those two girls that got kicked out of H&M for no good reason, because that's what the manager said. No reason. Their parents raised them well. Because the moment that lady said, "I don't need you getting violent," that's when violence would have ensued. My emotions would have came over. Now, what they should have done when they walked out was knock down all those raggedy clothes that H&M sells. And that would have been fine. But you know what? They were raised well. And I like how they handled it. But also, those girls never stole before. And you know how I know? I worked in retail for 10 years. If they stole before, the lead security would have came out, apprehended them, and showed them recordings and pictures of them stealing. But guess what? They didn't have that because they never stole. So why in 2025 would you feel comfortable enough to throw some girls out of your store that were never a threat, a harm, anything like that? That's crazy. And then I bet she didn't think she was going to go viral, dummy. But I can't wait till they get their lawsuit money. It's about to be real up for them. Whole life is about to be set. Not gonna hold you.
Ignorant.
Guys, have you noticed how in the video the woman was accusing them of stealing? She was saying that, "I might have seen you before, you might have stolen something from the store." And the ladies asked her, "Do you have any proof, pictures, something that will prove us that we are thieves?" And remember that big stores like H&M have cameras everywhere. So if those ladies were thieves, they would have proven it by showing them clips of them stealing. And the women asked her, "Do you have any proof, pictures, clips of us stealing?" And the woman said, "No, I don't have any reason. And I don't even have to explain why I'm kicking out of the store. You got out of the store." And this is very, very bad.
Just fucking racially profiling hoes in stores. Because why did I just repost a video of an H&M worker kicking out two black girls after accusing them of being in there before and stealing? Mind you, they both said they had not been there in a long period of time. They both asked for pictures, both asked for evidence. And the whole time, girls like, "Oh, I'm just refusing service. I'm just refusing service. I'm just refusing service." Not giving no explanation on why for real. Has a whole ass police officer standing there and then tries to tells the police officer, "I don't want them trying to get violent." Mind you, these girls ain't even violent, ain't raising their voices like that for real. They're just genuinely fucking confused. As they should be. The girl talking, she got a whole essential hoodie on, and she has her braids done. What makes you think that she about to go up in H&M, baby, and steal? Having two pieces of merchandise in their hands. And then when old girl's like, you accused us of being in here before and stealing before, she's like, no, I didn't say that. That's quite literally what she said. She was like, we've seen you in here multiple times before. Da, 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 da. Sound like H&M want to be just like Target. Because, baby, I promise we'll stop shopping there. I don't shop there now. What the fuck? But I'll get the word out. What the fuck are we talking about? Because hell no. It's hot. You can't even go into a motherfucking store. But then y'all get to come up on here crying, talking about, oh, come back, because you ain't got the black dollar no more. Y'all are dumb as fuck. What's up with you ignorant bitch?
H&M no more.
It is very funny how these big stores get rich just due to black dollars, money from black folks. After getting rich, they start being arrogant. They forget who have contributed to their successes, and then they start treating customers like the way those two beautiful ladies were treated. Now, black folks are going to start boycotting H&M. They're going to start losing billions of dollars, just like what happened to Target and Walmart. And this is just due to one mistake: racial profiling.
I thought that's what we discussed like a week or two ago. Actually, years ago when they did that monkey thing on their shirt with them black kids. But I thought we wasn't shopping at H&M no more, because then we had the other thing that I reported on where H&M cut ties with a black entrepreneur but still wants to use her brand to promote to get in black customers. We talked about this. So why is H&M in the news again for doing some BS towards black people? Why are y'all still going there? Okay, so this lady here, right? Look at her good. Okay, so apparently this lady here, let y'all get a good look at her. There were two young black girls who were in the store. They hadn't been in the store long. And they were just trying to shop, and she had an officer come up to them. Now the officer came up to them and said something about stealing. And they was like, what? I'm not stealing. I haven't stolen anything. And then the officer walked her to her, and she just said that H&M was refusing service from these girls because they've seen the girls before. She never said the girl stolen. And then she started acting crazy. Like, I don't have to have a reason to refuse service. Why do y'all keep going to places where y'all not wanted it? That's the real question. We done talked about this. We're not even supposed to be going there no more, and yet y'all still going there just to be treated like this. Why? Why? Because you want some cute, trendy clothes? Go to Shein. Go to somebody else. Fashion Nova. I don't know. But stop going to these stores that don't want you there. First of all, this lady look like she don't like black people. She talks about, I seen you before. We seen you girls before. Where? Prove it. The girl said, show me a picture. Where you see me and what was I doing? I haven't been here in a long time. Like, why can't I be serviced here? And it's the fact that y'all don't see that Trump is the cause for all of this. Trump is making these people unveil themselves, and they no longer have to hide their disgust for us. So they're going to start doing stuff like this, refusing service. What's going to happen when grocery stores start doing this to us? Huh? What's going to happen when grocery stores? We got clothing stores doing it. We got places like Starbucks and stuff like that doing it. So what's going to happen when grocery stores and stuff that have the essential things that we need start doing this to us? Y'all need to open your eyes and see what's really going on. They're trying to starve us out. Point blank, period. But the moral of this story is stop going places where you're not wanted, period. Spend your dollars where they are appreciated. There's plenty of black-owned boutiques and everything that have affordable clothing that you can just, granted, you're going to have to get a ship because a lot of people don't have storefronts. But, hey, try to get your outfit in advance. That's all I can say. Stop going to these stores. H&M will never get a dime from me, period. They barely, out of the years that I done known about H&M, y'all got maybe 100 out of me. And that's saying a lot because I'm 32 years old. I don't shop there. Never really did. That's why it don't make me no never mind. But y'all need to stop going to places where y'all not wanted, period. I thought we were
H&M who discriminate.
Black folks, black Americans who are watching me right now, you should stop spending your dollars where you're not respected. You should stop spending your money at Walmart, Target, or even at H&M. Because as you're seeing, they don't respect you. It's better if you start supporting your fellow black shop owners, those small business owners in your community. Start supporting them. Start spending your money there instead of giving your money to those who don't even respect you. And this will teach them a lesson.
Against them two little black girls. Listen, I got 4 letters for you. F-A-F-O, and that's exactly what you did. And listen, I'm glad those girls got an attorney, because had that would have happened to me, listen, they would have had to change H&M to Eminem, and it would have stand for me and mine, because everything in that store would have belonged to me. And then had the nerve to tell them that she don't want them to get violent. Listen, you don't want to get it violent? See, that's giving me every reason to knock every single thing in this stuff over. Listen, I'm glad they handled it with much grace and much class, as they should, okay? Because I hope they get their coins. But listen, what's confusing to me is H&M released a statement and said that it happened in last year or 2024. Listen, I don't care when it happened, okay? It popped up on my FYP today, okay? And I'm glad that it popped up on my FYP, because we really need to start putting these stores at the forefront, okay? When they be showing who they really are. And all y'all employees. And H&M, do we need to put y'all on the same list as Target? Because, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Ain't nothing to it.
You know what's crazy? Is how often this happens and how often it gets swept under the rug. But thanks to social medias, those stories are finally getting the attention they deserve.
It's employee and Noella, they got kicked out of H&M, sticking up for themselves was everything I needed. Everything I needed. I'm quite proud of these young ladies for sticking up for themselves and saying, can we ask why? Because you need a reason. You need a reason. Respect for one another, for spending coins at your establishment. You need a reason. Don't just be kicking folks out. You need a reason. Because the reason that we assume it's not working in your favor, love. It's not working in your favor. Be courteous and give a reason. You didn't have a valid one. Just say that. Just say, I didn't have a valid one. And you could tell that she was not ready for them to come over there and say nothing to her because she didn't even have her speech ready for them when they arrived. That tells a lot. That tells a lot. You were not ready for them to come over and say, you're kicking us out? Like, what happened? What's wrong? What's going on? And I don't actually have to give you a reason. That said a lot. You weren't ready for them to stick up for themselves. And that lets us know they was raised correctly. Because they could have just left and been like, this happened. They went over to you and said, can you please explain why? Please look me in the face. Eye to eye contact. What happened? What's going on? Let's talk about it. Yeah, she wasn't ready for them to walk over there. And they did. Standing on business. And the best way to clear somebody is to say, my attorney said don't leave a comment. I'm here for this energy, absolutely. I do hope that this means that a lawsuit is in the works, on the way, already filed or something. Because they need one. Go ahead. If it's not, go ahead and get to that. Now, H&M did bust out and leave a statement saying that they did address this issue when it happened because it's actually happened back in February of 2024 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they're stating that they did go ahead and address it at the time and that per their policy, the employee no longer worked for them and that they're deeply sorry for the behavior that, took place that day. That was a great little apology. Unfortunately, the damage has already been done because if she thought she could do that in your establishment, that means that she's been doing it before. Yes. So I do believe that means you've been added to the list of places that we no longer will be spending our coins. And I absolutely do hope that you beautiful young ladies have your lawsuit going because we're not playing games with y'all no more. It's definitely the year of find somebody else to play with. Find somebody else to play with, okay? It's absolutely the year of it. File every lawsuit. Every single one of them. If you can file multiple, okay? It's absolutely the year. Stop playing with people.
People are tired. This kind of situation are not just bad customer services. They are the reflection of how black people get treated across the board in the US. These stores take from black culture, profit from black consumers, and this is how they get treated. And this is exactly why people are calling for boycott. At this point, H&M is following the footsteps of Walmart and Target.